Hey there, fellow dog lovers. Have you ever caught your dog doing something a little weird and wondered, what in the world does that mean? From the sudden burst of energy we call the zoom eyes, to the adorable full-body stretch they do when they see you, dogs have some pretty unique ways of expressing themselves. But what if I told you these behaviors actually have a deeper meaning? Today, we're going to break down some of the most common, yet often misunderstood, dog behaviors and reveal the science behind them. Why does your dog sneeze during play? What's the deal with that dramatic stretch when they greet you? And are those tail wags always a sign of happiness? How about all the answers you've been looking for? By the end of this video, you'll be a pro at reading your dog's body language, helping you better understand their needs and emotions. Plus, the more you understand their behavior, the stronger your bond will be. If you love learning more about your furry friend and want to keep up with all things dog behavior, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. You won't want to miss out on the awesome content we have coming up. All right, let's jump in and decode these fascinating dog quirks. We've all seen it. That moment when your dog suddenly erupts into a whirlwind of speed and excitement, running in circles like they've just realized the world is their playground. This behavior is called the zoom eyes, or more technically, frenetic random activity periods, FRAPs. While it may look like a hilarious outburst of madness, the zoom eyes are actually a completely normal and healthy behavior for your dog. Essentially, they're a way for dogs to release all the pent-up energy they've stored up, especially after a nap, a bath, or even just because they're excited. Now, zoom eyes are more common in puppies, who are full of energy and love to burn it off by sprinting around like little tornadoes. But don't be fooled. Adult dogs can get the zoom eyes too. It's a sign that your dog is feeling happy, healthy, and in a good mood. So, when they go wild, it's actually a great sign of their well-being. However, if you notice that your dog is getting the zoom eyes way more often than usual, it could be a sign that they need more exercise. Maybe they're just bursting with energy that needs an outlet. On the flip side, if you notice that your dog's zoom eyes suddenly stop, it could indicate a drop in energy levels or even health problems. So, while zoom eyes are generally harmless, it's important to keep an eye on how often they happen and make sure your dog is staying active and healthy. Okay, so you've probably seen your dog sneeze, maybe even in the middle of playtime, and thought, what's going on here? Is my dog sick? Well, the answer is no. Contrary to what we might think as humans, dog sneezing isn't necessarily a sign of allergies or illness. In fact, when your dog sneezes, it's often a form of communication. One of the main reasons dogs sneeze during play is to show that they're just having fun. It's their way of signaling to other dogs, or to you, that they're not being aggressive. Ever noticed your dog sneeze in the middle of a rough and tumble play session? That's them saying, hey, I'm just playing. No need to get serious. It's a pretty clever way for dogs to prevent misunderstandings during their fun interactions, especially if they're being a little rambunctious. But it's not just playtime sneezes that you'll see. Dogs may also sneeze when they're excited to see you. This could actually be their way of mimicking our social cues. Just like we sneeze when we react to something, they might do it to convey a similar emotion. It's their way of saying, I'm excited to see you, and I'm happy to be around. However, if your dog starts sneezing more than usual, or you notice any strange sneezing patterns, it's worth paying attention to. Excessive sneezing could be a sign of allergies, dust, or even something stuck in their nose. If it seems like a persistent problem, it's always a good idea to check in with your vet just to make sure everything's okay. In summary, sneezing is often just a playful or social cue from your dog. But if it becomes unusual or constant, a vet visit might be in order to rule out any potential health concerns. If there's one thing that will instantly put a smile on your dog's face, it's a belly rub. But have you ever wondered what's going on beneath that adorable belly? When you scratch that sweet spot, your dog's body releases a feel-good hormone called oxytocin, the same hormone that helps bond mothers to their puppies and humans to their loved ones. The act of rubbing their belly activates sensitive nerve endings, giving your dog a rush of pleasure and comfort. But here's the twist. When your dog rolls onto their back and exposes their belly, they're showing you trust and vulnerability. It's not just about getting that scratch in, it's a big sign that they feel safe and comfortable with you. However, not every dog is a fan of belly rubs. Some dogs roll over as a way to show submission, not necessarily because they're asking for a belly rub. So, how do you tell the difference? Pay attention to their body language. If your dog's body is loose and relaxed, with a wagging tail or a happy, wiggly demeanor, that's a green light for belly rubs. But if they're stiff, tense, or avoiding eye contact, they might just be showing respect or discomfort. Also, if their tail is wagging while they're on their back, it's almost always a sign they're enjoying the moment. When your dog places their paw on you, it's their way of showing affection or asking for attention. They quickly learn that pawing can get them petting, treats, or your focus. Sometimes it's a bit of a manipulative tactic, as dogs know pawing works. If it gets excessive, training can help, but honestly, who can resist those puppy eyes? Dogs bark at things we can't see or hear, like distant sounds or hidden scents. Their hearing and smell are far more sensitive, so they might be reacting to something you're unaware of. However, barking can also be a learned behavior if it gets them attention. If it happens at night, check for possible triggers, but if it's occasional, your dog is just using their senses to alert you. When your dog tilts their head, it's not just cute, it's a way for them to locate sounds and better understand your tone. By tilting their head, dogs try to figure out where a sound is coming from and pay attention to key words or emotions in your voice. This behavior is also reinforced by your reactions, so when you smile or praise them, they're more likely to do it again. Puppies chase their tails out of curiosity, but for adult dogs, it can stem from excitement, boredom, or even anxiety. If the behavior becomes obsessive, it could signal stress or discomfort, like flea irritation. While occasional tail chasing is normal, excessive behavior may require a vet check to rule out underlying issues. Make sure your dog gets plenty of physical and mental stimulation to keep them distracted. The classic greeting stretch. What does it really mean? You know the one, your dog trots over to greet you, then suddenly they drop into that full body stretch. It's almost like they're doing yoga, but what is this stretch actually about? This behavior is called the greeting stretch, and it's a sign that your dog is feeling excited yet relaxed when they see you. It's their way of saying, I'm happy to see you, but I'm also comfortable and ready to hang out. But here's something interesting. The greeting stretch isn't just a greeting. Dogs also stretch like this when they're waking up to shake off stiffness, releasing built-up tension in their muscles. It's like their way of limbering up after a nap, helping to get their body moving again. What's even more fun is that the greeting stretch can sometimes be an invitation to play. If your dog stretches and then wags their tail or bounces around afterward, it's likely that they're trying to tell you, let's play. The context is key here. If the stretch is followed by an energetic wag or a playful pounce, it's a pretty clear sign your dog is in the mood for some fun. Overall, the greeting stretch is a positive, reassuring behavior. It shows that your dog feels comfortable, happy, and safe around you. So, when you see your pup drop into that stretch, take it as a heartwarming sign that they're excited to be with you, whether it's for some cuddle time or a game of fetch. Now that you know the true meanings behind your dog's behaviors, you're closer to understanding their language. Whether it's the zoom eyes or that belly rub trust, paying attention to their actions helps you connect on a deeper level and meet their needs. Dogs have their own way of communicating, and decoding it builds a stronger bond. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on dog behavior. We'll be diving into what your dog's tail really means in our next video. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and remember, a happy dog is a well-understood dog. See you next time.